All right. Okay. Let's get this popping. All right. Salute to everyone watching True Colors for the very first time. Let's see what we want to do here. And my mind is blown. Father is speaking so clearly. I can see so clearly. Like, see. It feels good. It feels good. Woo! But I need to get to the intro first. And after I get to the intro, we'll come back and we are going to talk, right? But as you see right there, as it says, who do men? That means people you've heard, things you saw on Facebook, YouTube, all around the world. Wherever you have seen them, whether it's from left shelf to healing RIA, on to the time of, who do men say I am? That includes the Corey Coopers, Corey Christmas. Who do men say I am? Right? And then we're going to come back. I'll type in who do men say I am. What have you known? It doesn't mean it's probably, if it's a good thing, then okay. But if it's a bad thing, then okay too. Because it was the same thing with my brother. He says, who do men say I am? This was after his numbers had dwindled. He first had 120 or more. After he said what he said, the numbers dwindled. That's when he said, hey, will you all go? And they said, no, where will we go? You have the words of life. He said, haven't I chosen 12 of you? And yet one of you is a devil. Then you start saying it's with this small number that he tells them and they ask him, like, who do men say I am? He's doing something. Okay. All right. Who do you say I am? There's a time of reflection. And when we come back, we need to talk about it.
Revelations. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark into his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Elohim, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Satan cast into the lake of fire. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. The great white throne. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Elohim, and the books were open, and another book was open, which was in the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged, every man according to their works, in death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. But I will tell you what will happen to cowards and to everyone who is unfaithful or dirty-minded or who murders or is sexually immoral or uses witchcraft or worships idols or tell lies. They will be thrown into that lake of fire and burning sulfur. This is the second death.
Your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Hey, Yahuwah says, your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Multitude like your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit.
Beats by all the songs.
Yeah. Truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors. Ayy, when you learn the truth, it will set you free. Many are held captive, stolen identity. But let me just shoot the breeze, release you from Satan's squeeze. He's all like enemies, no matter the color you see. That truth frame, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, yeah, yeah, truth colors.
All right. Need to look at something real quick. There it is. Okay. The Father's amazing. That's all I can say. It's amazing. This is powerful. Okay. We're gonna show something. We're gonna go to Matthew 24. Verse 30. My phone wanna act like it just didn't have it just now. It closed out of that one like real quick, like you can't see this. Like, there we go. There it is, Matthew 24, verse 30. And then we're gonna go look at something. Man, all I can say is I love the word, man. This stuff is life changing. That's all I can say. It's just to see it unfold is amazing, right? Now, Charles was the one who sent this to me. And then, you know, this has happened just here recently, okay? Now watch this. You have to look at where we at now. Look what time we in. Watch this. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. It's like two parts. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Now, these are like different parts. I'll see something real quick.
Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split. Look, sky is broken. And everybody knows something's fishy, don't you? It's fishy, ain't it?
You know, that's the first time I ever seen this.
That's right. It's fishy. Everybody knows something's up. Everybody knows. That is not normal. Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split. Look, sky is broken.
Now I want to show you over here, like it's a cloud. It's like a simple cloud. But like it got hands reaching out to grab over here. Look. This looks like a person got his hands extended to receive a scroll. Look how this is out, which is to literally mark where all of this is taking place. Look what's at the top, like a ray of glory coming down into this, over into this, and all this area has glory. This is where the sun is at. Everything in this whole picture has glory. It is like broken out so they can give the whole world a view, a picture. Now let's go back to Matthew 24 and 30. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. So now, let's check some things out. If anyone tell you that he is out in the wilderness, do not go out. Or here he is in the inner rooms. Do not believe it. For as lightning that comes from the east is what? Visible. Every single thing they said right here is not visible. You can't really imagine him in the wilderness. Can't really see him. It's an exclusive with him in the wilderness. Or he's in the inner rooms. That's also an exclusive with him in the inner rooms. It's all secret. It's not known. He says what? Do not believe it. The Son of Man is not going to come in a way to where it's on a shh. It's going to come, he's here. Hey, yeah, I'm the Messiah. You ain't no Messiah. That's on you. Look. I seen the Father, right? October 7th, I said 7, all right? Now, whether you believe that, that's on you or not. So it's not like to say like he's hiding out anywhere. He is telling people who he is. It's just the people don't believe. So they're looking for him to come in secret. He's not coming that way. That's why it says, for as lightning that comes from the east, we just had some lightning here a couple of days. You can see lightning. So even if the sky is dark or even gray, lightning always shines through the darkness, always shines through the gray. No matter what, he says the lightning, he says he's going to come as the darkness. He said, no, that he's coming as lightning. For as lightning that comes from the east is visible even to the west. That means, watch this, the east and the west don't even touch. He's talking about from far distances. This stretch will be from far distances. Even as far as lightning strikes from the east, even in the west, it can be seen. Meanwhile, it's going to be far reach. That means the eyes are, this is going to be something that is seen. It's not going to be something that's hidden. It's going to stand out. You may not know what you're looking at, but it's going to stand out. So will be the coming of the Son of Man. It's going to come what? Like lightning. It's going to be visible. So if the Son of Man is going to come like this, that means he's going to be coming in the human flesh. Coming of the Son of Man, he's coming in the flesh. Wherever there is a carcass, there the vultures will gather. Now watch this. There is some rules right here to this game they're playing. He's the Yah of the living, not of the dead. But guess who is over the dead? Wherever there's a dead body, or the dead is at, there the vultures will gather. We're not vultures. So the sun is going to be in one place, bringing forth what? New life, restoration. Over here is death. Vultures will gather where people are dying. Those who are of the Son of Man gather unto me. It's literally a separation. It's literally talking about, all right, to those who are called, to the Son of Man, boom, it's going to be life. But then look what it says to Alvin. So where there's life at, it's going to be also death. So then he tells you where death is going to be at. Wherever there is a dead body, carcass is death. Now notice it could have said a body. Wherever there is a body. But when you say the word body, you think about the thing called life. Oh, we are the body of the Messiah. You think about life, not death. So this one is also a body, but it's in reverse of what the body is. It's death. So that's why it says wherever there is a carcass. It's not just talking about animals. It's talking about literal dead bodies. There, in that place where there's death, the vultures will gather. Now, what is the nature of vultures? Let's go look at it. Vultures, meaning
vulture,
large bird of prey with their head and neck more or less bare of feathers, feeding chiefly on carrion and reputed to gather with others in anticipation of the death of a sick or injured animal or person. Remember I told you, if it was body, it would have been dealing with life. But since it said carcass, it's not talking about so much as an animal. It's talking about dead people. But where we hear signs or hear rumors of death, that is where the vultures are going to be gathered at. Meaning what? One part is set apart, the other is not. Wow. That eats the flesh of dead animals. What? Or dead people. Now let's go look. This look like someone receiving something, a scroll, a sign being shown in the sky. They're saying something's not right with the sky. They're literally scared about what they see in the sky. And the Bible says that do not, and the Bible tells us what? Do not be troubled from the signs in the sky. Like, do not be like the heathen. It is, do not be. See, they're dismayed. This is not right. Did you hear? This is not right, dang it. It's not right. I've never seen no class like this. I've been here all my life, and this is the first time I've ever saw it. First time I've ever saw this right here, buddy. This is the first time I've ever saw this. First time I've ever saw it, like it's the first time. This has never happened. So who is here for this to happen for the very first time that you have ever seen in your life? And these people are older, like 50, 60, you know. They're not like 20, 30. Oh no, this dude like 40, 50, 60 years old. This is the first time I've ever seen this in my life. This is what Yah says, or Heart of Psalm says, do not learn the ways of the nations or be terrified by signs in the heavens. No, hold on. He just gave you two things, how they're going to hit you. Just like the Father spoke to me, says, I must get my people on my timeline. One. Then he goes into what? You must dispose of split messages and music. He told me what also? That I must come out to church pretty much. Yep. 3 instructions. This is what Yah says. Do not learn the ways of the nations. What nation? World Health Organization. That is the nations together. But people don't know that the World Health Organization, let me look at y'all real quick. The World Health Organization is headed up by the United States of America. Just as an extension or extended scepter is given unto me from where the real place is at. A scepter or extended scepter from Charles, who is now king, is also in America. It's an extension of his hands. Now, to see who is administering or over the World Health Organization, it's not going to say Germany or Britain or anything. It's going to literally say the United States of America. Now, you look at Ecclesiasticus a little bit more, it literally tells you to flee from America. Just by the scriptures. I'm gonna show you. Let's go. I'm gonna prove to you that the World Health Organization is funded by United States. Yeah. Founded by them. Intergovernmental organization. United States, Brazil, Mexico, Turkey, United Kingdom, and more. Now, with all the trouble where all these things are happening. France, Canada, Philippines, Australia, Colombia, Peru, Netherlands, Poland, Norway, Denmark, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Argentina, Egypt, Greece, Chile, New Zealand, Lebanon, Syria, Ethiopia, Ecuador, Venezuela, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Soviet Union, Guatemala, Iraq, Belgium, El Salvador, whatever these names is, Haiti, Panama, Honduras, Nicaragua, Bolivia, whatever that name is, Paraguay, whatever your name is, Yugoslavia, Liberia, Czechoslovakia, Republic of China, Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic, whatever your name is. And then look at this. Now, notice, look, Union of South Africa. Right there where the mouth is. Since you are neither hot nor cold, I will spew out my mouth. That means what? They ain't there to help the people. Liberia, South Africa, Liberia, South Africa, Liberia. Notice the Gambia and all these other places do not show up. So therefore, they don't have sanctions in those areas that's not been named. But they would try to use these other, headquarters to try to sanctuate everywhere else. Now, look at all the places where these are at. Now we're about to make it Haiti's a part of it. Keep your eyes on that. El Salvador, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Venezuela, Greece, Egypt, Argentina, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Colombia. If you look at all this all equates to the four corners of the earth. Then you got the United States of America. Now, when it says this, we have to see that all the states and countries I have named, this verse is for them and for those who are there. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent, the beast. For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee. The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. The devil walks about like a roaring lion. Peter is telling people to be sober-minded. What? Don't give in to what the government's telling you. Be alert and be of a sober mind. Just because they said it's going to give you a cure doesn't mean it's going to be a cure. Be alert. Look at your surroundings. Look at what's going around. Be sober-minded. Your enemy. Let's go back to your enemy. Your enemy. United States, Brazil, Mexico, Turkey, United Kingdom, Philippines, Canada. Your enemies. All of them are your enemies, not just one. France, Australia. That means you are supposed to be leaving these places. These are the places that's telling you out about where the dragon or where the snake is going to strike the most. Poland, Colombia, Netherlands, Poland, Peru, Norway, Denmark, Iran, Saudi Arabia. You are not safe in those places. Argentina, Egypt, Greece, Chile, New Zealand, Lebanon, Syria, Ethiopia. You are not safe in those places. Ecuador, Venezuela, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Soviet Union, Guatemala, Iraq. You're not safe in those places. Belgium, El Salvador, Luxembourg, Haiti, Panama, Honduras, Nicaragua, Bolivia. You're not safe in those places. Whatever your name is, man. Uruguay or Uruguay, whatever your name is, Uruguay. Paraguay, whatever your name is, Yugoslavia, Liberia, Czechoslovakia, Republic of China, or Republic of China, Ukrainian, Soviet, Socialist Republic. You're not safe there. Whatever your name is, Belarusian, Russian, Soviet Socialist Republic, United of South Africa, whatever your name is, Mutawakaliti, Kingdom of Yemen, you are not safe there. This is the far reaches of the beast that is formed before you. Founded in April 7th, 1948. Watch this. May 14, 1948. Go back to that. April 7th, 1948. So the World Health Organization was formed first. Then after that, literally, which will be a month later, April 7th, 1948, they go and establish Israel Nation, which is what? May 14th, 1948. So when they made them a nation, watch this. This was probably covered over. It was the news you didn't really hear about. Literally 7 days later, a month and 7 days later, you have them forming and saying, hey, Israel's made a nation. Israel's made a nation because of the World Health Organization and the founders of it. It was proclaimed a new state by whom? The World Health Organization. Now, all of those states that I said to you, they're your enemy. They're the devil that prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to kill or devour or maim. That is their job. But watch this. Be sober-minded and alert. Watch this. Cast all your anxiety on him. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to take care of him. I don't know how to cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Number one, are your anxiety? Because you realize what's about to happen. People are coming after you. Look, I just told you, you are right there in the belly of the beast. You're not meant to have any peace there at all. That's what causes anxiety. But watch this. Be sober-minded. Meaning what? You cannot get anything done if you are worried. Whenever you worry, your intellectual or your the smart part to help you think out of situations goes kaput. You can't think to see your way out of anything because worry has taken over. So it says what? Cast all your anxiety over him. Why? Because if anxiety comes in, anxiety does not mean what? A sober mind. It's full of worry, full of doubt. That's anxiety. So it's telling you what? Be sober-minded. Sober-minded means it's clear-minded. Know what the objective is at all times. No matter what goes on around you, no matter what you hear, you still know that what? The Father still has what he is saying, and he's still doing what he said he's going to do. Do not doubt it. Watch this. And alert, meaning what? There's going to be many things that will come around to cause you to doubt what it is that the word is saying. You may not even want to, but it's there to test you because that is the hour we're in right now. Watch this. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Now, to resist him, standing, how do you resist him? Standing in firm in your faith, meaning what? You're not wavering. 1 minute you believe, the next minute you don't believe. That's what they're looking for. Once you start getting to that, I believe, I don't believe, I believe this, but I really don't believe this. You just start getting to all that. That's when he smelled. I got one over here. I can smell your fear. You're scared in this time. You don't know what to go on. You don't know what you're going to eat. You don't know what you're going to do. I smell your doubt. I'm coming. Keep doubting. You're giving me a smell. I need to smell. Let me smell you. You don't believe. I smell you. I smell you. It says to resist him by standing firm in your face. That means you don't give off no fear. The way to resist the devil from attacking your mind, your heart, your emotions, everything is to literally do the opposite of what he thinks it's going to be. Resist him. If you have any anxiety, any worries, Resist him. And you call for the enemy to watch this, flee from you. Resist him, standing firm in your faith, standing firm on the word, standing firm on what he has said he will do. He will do it no matter what you see, no matter how big they are. They can't overcome us. We are the promised seed. And no weapon formed against us shall ever prosper. It may be formed, but it will not prosper. No weapon, poison, the knife, gun, infiltration. You cannot stop us. We will keep coming. Resist them. We resist United States of America. Resist all the states I just showed you. Resist them by standing firm in your faith. That means it's going to come against your beliefs. Watch this. And in the knowledge that your brothers throughout the world are undergoing, watch this, the same kinds of suffering. Let's go through that. Your brothers throughout the what? Throughout the world. Throughout the world. It's not just you, but brothers and sisters throughout the world. These places are going through this. Are we making sense? The Bible's starting to come to life yet. You're starting to see that you are at ground zero. Now watch this. Flee from sin. Where? As from the face of a serpent. Well, if you go near those places, it's telling you it will bite you. The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, roaring lion. He walks about as a roaring lion. Teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. Now, people do not know about I am this lion. United Kingdom. United Nations. United Kingdom. United Kingdom. The lion. Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. William, the lion. Successor, Alexander II. William was not known as a lion during his own lifetime, and the title did not relate to his tenacious character or his military prowess. The devil prowls. Or his military prowess. It's talking about the United Kingdoms. And now from the United Kingdoms, the beast is given his power, or the dragon is given his power over to these different beasts, different people. It's a whole nother thing that's forming right now, right before our face. Is this making sense? Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened, the moon will not give its light, the stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds from one end of the heavens to the other. Let you know that we are there, close. Because Jeremiah is speaking exactly what's going on. This is what Heart of Psalm says, do not learn the ways of the heathen, or be terrified by the signs in the heaven. Signs in the heavens. Though the nations are terrified by them. The sovereignty of Yah. Hear the word that Yah speaks to you, O house of his chosen seed. This is what Yah says. Do not learn the ways of the nations, or be terrified by the signs in the heavens, though the nations themselves are terrified by them. For the customs of the peoples are worthless. Somebody at the time to do it, they keep Christmas. They cut down a tree from the forest, and it is shaped for the chisel by the hands of the craftsmen. So it's like they don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand these signs that should come here. They're not meant for us to be terrified by them, for us to give the Father glory. Why? Because the Father is doing what he said he will do, and the nation sees it and terrified by it because they don't know what this is. It's really a sign in the sky.
Everybody knows something's up. Everybody knows.
Everyone knows that something is up. See, the nation says we are not to be the way that they are. When we see stuff like this, we're not to be like, oh my goodness. No, we have to look at it like the Father speaking. Something is taking place in heaven, and now we see it in the heavens. It literally talks about how the Son of Man is coming in the clouds.
That is not normal.
And literally clear, it looks like a hand giving out something. Someone's receiving something. That's what it looks like. And for this part to be broken off, to let you know where to look at, it's powerful. This could have been filled in, but it's not. It's literally someone giving something to someone else. This is a handoff.
Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split. Look, the sky is broken. And everybody knows something's fishy, don't you? It's fishy, ain't it?
You know, that's the first time I ever seen this.
That's right. It's fishy. Everybody knows something's up. Everybody knows. That is not normal. Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split. Look. Sky is broken. And everybody knows something's fishy, don't you? It's fishy, ain't it?
You know, that's the first time I ever seen this.
That's right.
It's fishy.
All right. So we have this happening already right now. Now, Goshen, our job here in this land is to make this place flourish, to give it life. Where there's death, we are to restore life back to here. Father was like, y'all are here to restore this place. So now watch this. Now that you see that there's about to be an all-out attack against what is human. Right now on the screen, but this, which will be Isaiah 13 and 12, because now all of that, what I just showed you, ties in perfectly into to what we've been saying, Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12, which ties in perfectly. Be sober-minded, be alert, for the devil, and now we see the devil is not just one thing, it's literally this whole, the nations. It's walking about as a roaring lion, seeking what? Whom they may kill, maim, put in the hospital. But the ultimate thing is what? You know, pretty much destroy their souls. That is their whole job. Whole things of mad scientists coming up with ways to try to kill people. They're sponging. They right now, they feel that they're doing humanity's job is by expunging what doesn't need to be here. They're not done. They're far from done. If they ain't got the numbers down the way they wanted to be, they're not done. They just got to find something a little bit more potent, a little bit more stronger. And then watch this. The ones, okay, this is, like I said before, the part away from me, I never knew you, is literally, you're leaving the earth. What it is. You're dying. These people will proclaim that, have I not done this in your name? I understand people might have a little switcheroo, a little different funny feeling about the name. What you have to understand is this. The name you've been calling on, it literally means I am, I exist, always existed. But it's not a name. It's something that is, but it's not a name. Not. And if the Father came up with a name that me and him came up with, why would Father come up with a name? He already lives in this body. And he knows that if I'm going by this name, he's also going by this name too, because greater is he that lives within me than he that's in the world. Why would that not be? It's not a name I'm coming up solely by myself. He himself. Yes. So that means he just named me a name. Yet and still, I'm supposed to be his son, but then he just give me a common name as like everyone else. And then says you're so special. You're so special, I'm gonna name your name is above every name. A name that you can find any other place if you look it up. This name will be the name you can cast out devils in. This name will be the name you can actually heal the sick in. This name will be so uncommon that everybody on the earth will know about it before you even come here. I'm saying. The name's got to be different. Watch this. It's got to stretch you. It's got to test you. You got to have faith in this name that's given. It's easy to have faith in the name of Yahuwah. It's faith to have a name in all those things. Why? Because you have grown up knowing about them. When you left Christianity, you went over to that other one. Those are the names. But those names are still saying the name of part of Psalms. It's just without the value. So all I'm saying is Yah salvation. Okay, so who's Yah? The one, who created heaven and earth, man. Like, that's Yah right there. Okay, but what's his name? Yah. No, that just says what he does. That means only God. That's it. It says Yah is salvation. Yah is the same thing as God or judge or ruler is salvation. Never thought of it like that. It doesn't give a name. It gives forth a title, but it's not so much as a name. Now the faith part comes in is that what? That we trusting in the right name. That's why the word gives a promise. Those who trust in him shall be saved. It's not going to be a name that you commonly know. It's going to be a name that's going to stretch for your faith. You want to get out the boat for this name. This name is not going to be a name that's so common. It's going to be a name you haven't heard before. Or a concept be like, for real? Are you serious? That's the name. That's above every name. I mean, well, no one doesn't have it. It's going to do what? It's going to stretch your mentality. That's what the name is designed to do. Now, watch this. Trust not, but what is it? Trust in the Lord. What is he saying? So now you know that the Lord has a value. That value is what? Trust in heart of songs. Like the Father's telling you to trust in that name and lean not to your own understanding. Well, okay, that's the name. It can't be the name because I was working with some and I kind of like, said this name, back in the day and it ain't worked. So I don't know about that. Trust in the Lord. Now the Lord is holding a place marker. Now the whole world ain't gonna know to do this. And they're gonna be trusting in Jesus, Yahoo, Yahusha, YASHAYA, all these things. Now all these names are the name most of the people in those United Kingdoms know about. But when the dragon or when the beast is released, they're not going to be saying the right name. It's almost like, I compel you in the name of Christ. Get back. I have a cross in my hands. Be the same thing. The same exact thing that happened. You already know what's going to happen. The priest be holding up the cross like, please, I compel you. Get back in the name of Christ. I compel you in the name. There's no difference. I compel you in the name of Yahuwah. I compel you in the name of YASHAYA. I compel you. I compel you. That will be like, yeah, they don't know. That was delicious. Is there any more people to eat? start. That's what Daniel saw. He literally saw this beast devouring people, his people. That's why he was terrified. Like, wait a minute, hold up. Out of all the beasts, he was like, now this right here. Who was this fourth beast? The beast is about to take the throne. The beast now has a head. Beast's first head was severed. That was the so-called queen. And now officially, the queen is dead. Now they're saying, long live the beast. Ooh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. All right. So this is where protect her campaign initiative reserves comes in. Our job is to try to compel people to leave. Leave from all the places that I just showed you. Leave from here. It's time to flee. The dragon or the beast is coming. He's already setting up shop. Been setting it up since 1948. Shop's been set up. Now that shop that was set up in 1948 is about to come into the position or the reason why it was brought into existence. Is about to do its job. It's been doing it. Now you see the World Health Organization has always been on it. Now, those who don't listen are going to get messed up. They're going to lead to their own understanding and to see, oh, everything seems to be great over here. Our job is to make the Gambia beautiful again. That is our work. We have our work cut out. The Father said, we got to stop cursing this place. What days we had to say something opposite. This place is beautiful. It is beautiful. The people are here, we got to start changing it. Even though we see it that way, we have to add the value here. We see that it lacks value. And we have that value. So it's time for us to raise up the standard. That's why we are here. We are to make this place better than what we found it. That's why it says specifically, your people shall be the ones who has renewed the streets. That means we're adding value to it. So imagine a protective campaign initiative or the protective initiative campaign for the reserve, meaning for what? For the remnant. Those who are of the chosen seed of Shem. As we are being hunted down in all these places, we need a place of our own. So we're doing what? We're reaching out to our own. We want to have Watch this, a place. We want to have literally a place where our people can come and have sanctuary. Our job is to add value. That is Goshen Black Properties' job. Add value here. In the community, it's called a protector. Protect her community. Now, this, since it's all for the so-called the continent, right? Everyone else start to see it is they can start to give into it. Protect her initiative is literally something that is a for-profit, because non-denomination or non-profit, they're owned and sanctioned by governments. But the protector, anytime I've ever did anything, I've always did for-profit. And for-profit don't always receive the different handouts, but they can receive handouts, but they're very specific. I love that, because with the within not being, 501c or being a nonprofit, they can come in and do what they want to do, right? That is that way. Because since they're giving it this way, whatever, they can tell you what to do. When you do a for-profit, you're letting it be known, all right, okay, so any money you give me, I'm still over it. We still can do it how we want to do it. You don't have no sanction in this. Why? Because you're literally, it's like you're receiving grants as well. They receive grants with the nonprofit. That's why they do it. They receive a lot of grants. But with us being for-profit, we receive money from our people who are around the world, who has money, whatnot, and actually will come up in it, and people start to see it like, wait a minute, they're doing something over in the Ghana. What do you mean, what? Well, when it gets worse, when it starts getting bad, and people are dying, a lot of our people are dying, where's a place where we can find where there's a sanctuary? Right now, we need to start to get this out before, not just here, but to the other parts. But we first start here, though, and build this up. Now you know what our focus is. Our focus is to make this place better. You shall boast in the wealth of the nations. Why? Because you take it over. This is the takeover. This is the takeover. Kingdom of Yah suffered violence, and the violent take it back by force. They're not going to give it to you. So this protector initiative, which calls for other people to give into this, allows us to build the protector community. And protector literally shows for what? Who's been attacked? Our people. Just in the time when it was a tribulation, so-called for them, false one, and people rallied together like, oh, we done them wrong. Let's make a little sanctuary for them. And they chose what? That's in 1948. Israel became a nation. We already seen it. There's a whole plot going on. The plot goes on when the beast comes to power for the most part. But it's like a severed head in the most part, because in 1948, we see that the so-called, at this time, will be the queen. Will be there. He has a beast that's rising up, but his head is like severed. Now, that same beast has his severed head put back on. It's miraculously healed. As if it never lost power. We are right there at that time. So, we are agents of change. We want to see change. We are the change in this place. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. So I don't know if I got any comments on who the men say I am. But now also it needs to know, who do you say I am? They've already did a test run. Slaying the souls of what? Of men. I hear you, Father. It's warning you. Are y'all seeing this? They're telling you to flee. This making sense to anybody? Y'all starting to get this now? Look at them. Their job is to spread disease. This is what they're doing. It said vaccinating people where they are. That means if you would like, watch this. It's almost like the same thing with a baptism. Hey, there's some water right here. What stops me from being baptized? It's like, hey, bring your house. They'll start making house visits. Now you ain't got to go to the embarrassment. They probably have someone stationed how to go out to people's houses and literally vaccinate. Why? Vaccinate people where they are. That's home. That means restaurants. They will give everyone the opportunity everywhere to get your shot. But the Bible has warned you not to do it. That's why the vultures are there, because they're gathering over the same places where we just got through looking at. All those places is where these vultures are gathered over at. Is this making sense to anybody? Anybody at all? Is it starting to snap, crackle, and pop? I know people are like, what the? Like, this is wicked. Like, I know, straight up wicked. So this is what we are about. This is what the Gambia is here for. To kick this off.
I know you're gonna get tired. I know.
King here, and I'm asking you to support our cause. Actually, it's your cause for the Protect Her campaign initiative. It is not a campaign just for the people who are here in so-called Africa, but it's also reaching out to the four corners of the earth, just as the Bible says. The Bible says that he will call us back home, those who are called by his name. This is that call. It only takes 30 seconds or less to put in your information, literally read what is going on, what we're talking about. It's talking about the degradation we have faced throughout here in the land, being displaced and being sent to the Americas, only to be what? Abused, raped, killed, and out many numbers for so many years, for 400 years or more. So this is the time for us to take back what is ours. The kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violence taken it by force. We have to take it by force. And by you signing this petition in this time, in this hour, shows you are taking what belongs to you back by force. If you want to make action, start with first going to our petition, Protect Her Campaign Initiative, and literally sign it. And you will literally have done what we've been trying to do for thousands of years, or for hundreds. King out.
It don't get no more simpler than that. Daniel just said it. Then he said to me, the fourth beast is the fourth world power that will rule the earth. It will be different from all the others. It will devour the whole world. World Health Organization, trampling and crushing everything in its path. Devoured the whole earth, trampling it down and crush it. Here it is. So hope y'all got a chance to watch. I just love it. This is so beautiful. I love it. So that's it. That is pretty much it in a nutshell. So for those who didn't get a chance to watch, Clone with Tyrone, I'm gonna play. Obviously not here. You know where you gotta go watch it at. Be on Twitter. It'll be posted in groups that we're in. And I love that our groups are small. You know what I'm saying? We have a couple of them or several of them, but still the numbers are small, showing forth what? A remedy. You know. Only the ones who can come to us in Goshen. And I believe at the time it says the woman is given wings of a great eagle. That woman can literally be Goshen. But it says the daughter of Zion. It says your scepter is extended to another place. Where? To the daughter of Zion. And since the Father named us Goshen, this right here is the ark. This is like Noah, you know, building an ark, and those who come up under me live. The ones who go against us, they're outside the ark. They die. So those who are in Goshen at this time, and those are coming, there's many coming to us. Once they start to see the worst that we're actually doing here, and the money that is coming in to actually build up, because that is our job here. This job has been, this whole place has been dilapidated. It looks destroyed. It looks like it has been depleted or desolate. People don't understand things and stuff. They had to be taught, right? A lot of teaching things that are going on, or either ourselves, we bring forth our expertise and we do it. That's why it says your people. Let's go to that scripture real quick. Your people will rebuild the streets. It sounds like an initiative that we are building from ground zero. Things is not already built, we got to build them. And some things we inherit, houses that we have not built. We inhabit land, you know, so we inhabit like watch these businesses we probably did not put together. It's all same thing. It sounds like a restoration, a restoring of a city of Judah, restoring our cities, restoring everything. When we come to it, it's not going to be already fixed. We have to do it. And so our job now is what? To get people to sow in to protect her. Why? Because this is going to be for the generations to come. People are going to need a place, sanctuary. Now watch this. This initiative can be adopted or adapted. This initiative will probably be, I could put it, headquartered here in the Gambia, right? Started here. It was literally, watch this, trademark Arizona. And from Arizona to the Gambia. From the Gambia, it spreads everywhere else. There's a plan to this. Protect her initiative is going to be powerful. It's powerful. It's already here. We're called the protector community. Why? Because it puts it out there what you're protecting, like protect her. The woman was given wings of a great eagle. Protect her. Why? So she can flee from the enemy. She's going to give wings where she can flee from the enemy. That means, guess what? The place has got to be built. The money's going to come in. We can't say what we're seeing. Oh, I don't see nothing happening. No, stop saying that. I thank you, Father, in the name of Heart of Songs, that everything is happening the way you said it would happen. This place is going to get built, even as the word says so. That is the mentality. Anything else outside of that, cast it down. As you can see, they don't really need our help to tear the place down. It's already that way. They need our help to raise it up. We raise it up with our words. Everyone comes here and speaks bad, cursing everything. Stop doing that. You got to live here. Now, it's better to say less or don't say nothing at all. I know situations might piss us off. Father, put a guard over my mouth. Woo, I did good. I did good. I didn't say nothing. I did good. Woo, woo. I deserve some cake because I did good. I didn't say nothing. I have rewarded myself because I could have went off about this here. I didn't. I held my tongue and didn't say no more curses here. I held my tongue when that driver did what he did. I held my tongue when he tried to overcharge me, but he didn't overcharge me. He tried to get on. But you know what? I held my tongue when I seen this, when all these business practices are so bad. I held my tongue. Why? Because I know when I do my business practice, it's going to be blessed. Because I'm here to bring change. Behold, I do something new. I'm here to bring change. I'm an atmosphere of change. That is you. We, Goshen, is an atmosphere of change. Yeah. So I'm gonna get up over here now, so we can go watch, they clone Tyrone. So those who haven't seen it yet, we're gonna play it for you, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna play it. So we play, like I keep saying, or in a place that I'm gonna play it at, I can play it at without being banned or whatever. So now you see the plot, and the beast causes all men to what? Take a mark that they're gonna force everyone. Let me show you that real quick again. Let me show you that again so you can see it. And this thing is real. We are here. You can think like, oh, this would never happen. It's already here, buddy. Too late for wishing and it was not here no more. It's already here. The Bible said it, and now I'm showing you what the Bible says. It's here. Flee from the beast. The beast is Brazil, Turkey, United Kingdom, Philippines, Canada, France, Australia. Flee from these places. Ethiopia is on this list right here. A place to flee from. We can't make this up. Ethiopia is to be fled from, not to flee to. This is like when you hear about this, run to the hills from which comes your help. Run away. Get out of that place. Get out of Dodge. Dominican Republic, get out of there. The Soviet Union, get out of there. Venezuela, get out of there. Ecuador, get out of Costa Rica, get out of there. I'm Cuban, get out of there. Iraq, get out of there. If you are of our people, get out of all these places because the beast is coming to you. Take 2 of these in the morning. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. World Health Organization. They are literally talking about, as in Daniel chapter 7, it would be diverse from all other kingdoms. Meaning what? Diverse meaning will be different. Meaning what? It will be many different. It will be made up of different things, which is what? The United Nations, United Kingdoms. The kingdom will be united and shall devour the whole earth. World Health Organization. Get out of there. That means the World Health Organization has jurisdiction over every single thing. All the constitutions have been established in all those places. Does not mean anything. The World Health Organization is running and calling the shots. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Who shall separate you from the love of Yah? Why? If you take what they're giving you, it's the same thing as saying, what? Depart away from me, I never knew you. I will make people more rare than fine gold, and mankind than the gold of Ophir. I will make people scarcer than gold, more rare than gold of Ophir. Proud humanity will disappear from the earth. Disappear from the earth. The fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, which shall be diverse of all kingdoms, which shall be diverse, different. Shall be diverse of all kingdoms. And since South Africa has joined themselves to them, from all kingdoms and shall devour the whole earth. They're going to devour humanity and tread it down and break humanity in pieces. The beast shall wear out the patience of the saints. He will speak against the Most High. Who? He will speak against what? Part of Psalms. He will speak against God. He will speak about what we're doing and oppress his holy people and try to change the set times and the laws. The holy people will be delivered into his hands for a time, times, and half a time. But the court will convene, and his dominion will be taken away and completely destroyed forever. Shall devour the whole earth and shall tread it down and break into pieces. Trample it and break into pieces. That's what they're going to do to people's bodies. Their whole job is to what? Devour the whole earth and tread it down and crush it. That is the job of the who. Now, I'm getting over here. And watch this. United States, and those are part of it, is going to go along with it because they are with it. So they will use every single thing to defend anyone speaking against them. Yes, it's going to be sanctions. Yes, if you speak anything against them, you're going to go to Facebook jail, TikTok jail, YouTube jail. Why? Because you see that they are a part of it. They're not going to be divided. Even though they're already divided because they're separate things, they're diverse, but they're united in the goal. So, looking for someone to stand up for truth right now from the Americas is not in the cards from the political sense. Those who stand with the banner at this time, this is the only thing that the Father has given for salvation. But there is no other name given unto man whereby he must be saved, and that is the name of Heart of Psalms. Why? Because that is the name above every name. And sorry to say, those who don't believe it, I don't want to tell you, but that is the truth. There's all other names not above that name, which also denotes the Father's leader, the one he has sent to save his people. It'll be the same name the Father gave to a Savior. Chosen Savior, chosen King, chosen Prince. With that, I'm done. So, if you are 50 years old or more, get your Social Security. Why? Because once a person makes it to 100 years old, they become a youth. So half of 100 is 50. So now the time has been cut short from 120 to 100 years. That's why if anyone dies before 100 years old, they're considered to be a curse. Because at first, if you didn't make it to be 120 years old, it was a curse. So literally those days been cut short by 20 years. So 20 years has been cut off of, you got to survive. So if you're 50, you're halfway there. You have another 50, you will, and if you die, you're not considered to be a curse. It talks about one part, like at this time and point, those who die at this point, they are blessed in the Lord. They're blessed in the King, if you will. So now, at age 50, I will pursue to get what? My Social Security. No matter what they say to you. Oh, it can't happen. So that means when you're 46, 47, I would start to put in the paperwork. You might get denied, but keep coming. You might get denied, but keep coming. You might be denied, but keep coming. If this thing will say, you know what, just let them have it. I'm tired of saying no to this. Didn't we say no to you already? Call them on the phone. Hello? Yeah, I was calling about my sister. Wear them out. Get on their nerves. Just like IRS get on your nerve, get on their nerve. The same way that the people get on your nerve, get on their nerve. They always harass you about a seatbelt, harass you about something, harass them. Where's my sister? You know, it's my money. Say what? If you are 50, I believe you can get it. So that means you start at age 46, 47, 48. You understand? Put in that paperwork. Keep knocking on that door. 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 It's going to open. Keep knocking on that door. Because it's going to be a secret in that most people won't know about it. So just as they do their secret thing, malicious things secretly, while they're pushing this, the real thing is being pushed over here. And while that's going on, there could be a secret blessing. And if you give up in the process, you can miss out on it. They might have it like, well, okay, at this time, we're going to go ahead and open this up, but we ain't going to let everyone know about it. You keep pursuing, you might actually get in. All right. Hopefully that helps somebody. You know. All right, like I said, this will do it for our time here on Truth Colors. Let me thank you for tuning in to us. Hopefully this has been helpful, more than helpful. That you don't got more than an earful, eye full, everything. Because I know I'm hearing it and I'm seeing it like, Father was speaking to me, saying, this is what you're supposed to be. This is it right here.